My name is Carl Pearson, and I'm here to help you be successful with Just Been Paid. That's what I do. 365 days a year, Christmas and New Year's included. Almost 2 years, every single day, at least once a day I've been in this room. I guess I take it pretty seriously. Maybe I take it too seriously. Maybe we should ask somebody else to step up to the plate and take care of you guys, at least for maybe a few times a week or something. But it does turn out that I am the senior technical expert as far as the technical workings of Just Been Paid, how it works, how it was programmed, what you need to do to be the most successful. So it's probably a good idea that I show up every day, or at least every once in a while, obviously. But you're at the right place. Just Been Paid has what you're looking for. Everybody's looking for the right place out there on the internet, and they're not finding it because normally there is no right place. Everybody hopes they find the right place, but either you lose your money or you cannot duplicate the efforts of other people. If you're just a normal person, you can't find the right place because there is no right place for you other than Just Been Paid. If you're just trying to make money and you don't have the necessary skills to promote your website, and you need a place that you can trust so that your money's not gone in a few weeks or a few months, Just Been Paid is pretty much the only place. I have proof. History has proven what I just said. Any place that makes you any significant amount of money for not promoting your website is gone today, doesn't exist anymore. If you joined a program 3 or 4 years ago, does it still exist anymore? If it's a high yield income program, it's gone. In fact, even if you joined it a year ago, it's probably gone. I just proved my point, didn't I? Because high yield income programs where you put your money in and hope you get it out plus a profit, they land in the trash can after a few months. It happens every single time. So everybody's looking for the right program. And I'm going to tell you about Just Been Paid today and prove to you that it is the right program. So get ready. First, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to welcome the new people, tell you that you're at the right place. Excuse me. Because I firmly believe that you are. We're back up to what? Yesterday was 3,700 people joined just to look at our system. That's a little bit of proof. What other systems can attract that many people coming in every day? Okay, sorry about that. So you're at the right place, Just Been Paid can make you a lot of money, and it can do it for a long time, and you don't have to do any promoting. You can make an unlimited amount of money even if you don't promote. Look at the top 20 earners. The Just Been Paid blog will show you the top 20 earners in JSS Tripler. Some people, if you look at the list, you'll see they don't have any referrals. They did not introduce anybody to the program. They did not promote their website. They didn't even tell their friends and family, and they still made over $100,000 so far profit. Whether or not they withdrew their money to their bank account or they reinvested, it's still profit. You can decide what you want to do with your profit. Every day you get paid, you can decide what you want to do with that money. You can make an awful lot of money in this system. I think I've proved my point. You can also make a lot of money by promoting your website. On the Just Been Paid blog, you can also see the list of the top 10 promoters. I guess we don't go down any further than 10. Those people have made the most money by telling other people about our system. Remember, there are two ways to make money in this program. Buy positions yourself, spend your own money. That's how you do it passively. That's why you don't need to promote your affiliate website. You can just spend money. And the other way to make money is to find other people who spend their money. Those are the two basic ways. And both ways enable you to make pretty much an unlimited amount of money. Our system is sales driven, just like any company out there, any business online or offline. All businesses are sales driven. If you don't sell anything, you don't make any money, you have to lay off all the employees, you have to close your business. Same thing with us. If we don't sell any advertising, that's what we're selling. We sell advertising credits that you can use on our future surfing and advertising system. You have to participate either by buying advertising credits or finding other people who buy advertising credits in order to make any money. That's how we generate the income. That's how we generate money, is through sales. If we stop selling, if people stop buying positions, we can just close the doors. We're just like any other business that you see. The only difference that we have compared to everybody else, or compared to any offline business or most companies, we pay enormous returns. In fact, we pay back so much. We pay so much to the promoters, so much to the members when they use their own money. We spend so much money on commissions and rebates and daily earnings. Restart the system. Revitalize, transfer assets from one part of the program to another, get rid of immediate liabilities and transfer those into long-term liabilities or long-term assets. And that's what we do when we have our so-called restart. But other than that, that's why we're so popular. That's why we have 3,700 or more members signing up every day to take a look. Because we're doing what people want. one of the things I do as an MLM consultant. I tell my clients, if you're interested in doing something big, you need to motivate people with money. That's the biggest motivator. They don't want to be healthy. They don't want to eat right. They don't want to lose weight. They want to make more money. That's the way to motivate people. So you have to pay them a lot of money. That's why most MLM compensation plans, they pay the top earners a lot of money. They charge very little money for the products, but they generally give the people that promote the program, the people that are participating, a lot of money. And HYIPs do it even more aggressively. They even pay the non-active people lots of money. And that's what Just Been Paid does. We're part HYIP. We pay everybody lots of money. And that's why we're so popular. That's why we're growing so fast. That's why everybody's happy. Nobody loses any money. That's an interesting topic, isn't it? What if it's okay for everybody to make lots of money, but wouldn't normally everybody lose their money because we're paying out so much money? During the restarts that happen every few months, we get rid of the short-term liabilities in JSS Tripler, the 2% daily earnings, and we convert a portion of them into the long-term JSS earnings. JSS positions that you get through a restart do not pay you out immediately. In fact, they don't pay you out anything at all until your positions mature. And you have to do something in order to get those positions to mature. In fact, you normally have to spend a little bit more money. It's very little that you have to spend, but you have to spend money to make money in JSS. And when you spend more money and other people spend money in order to fill your JSS matrix positions, that creates enough money so we can pay you. So JSS positions their future money, and that's what enables us to keep on restarting the system, keep on going on for many years to come, probably forever, and nobody loses any money. That's what enables us to do that. And obviously we have a lot of people that don't understand that, and we're going to be increasing our efforts to educate people so they do understand that. Great situation we have here at Just Been Paid. Everybody makes money. The owner of the company, believe me, he makes a lot of money. He's got the money to pay all the staff, for the expensive hosting to keep our system up and running, for consultants to help us out. We've got all kinds of money, and the members make lots of money. If you're a member and you haven't made lots of money yet, you're doing something wrong, or you haven't put enough time into the system yet, or you're not doing the things that you need to be doing. If you're not making money, you're not following the simple steps. That's important to realize. If you're not making money in the system, you're not following the simple steps. If you are making money, then you are doing something right. And if you want to make the most money, you need to follow all the simple steps. The simple steps we teach you. In fact, we have 25 or 30 people in the support department, people that are helping you be successful with this program. People in this room today, the moderators in this room are actually Just Been Paid experts also. They're answering questions the whole time while I'm speaking. That's great. Thanks very much for doing that today. We even pay them to do it. We also have another, I don't know how many we have now, must be 8 or 9 people in the help desk. When you fill out a help desk request or send an email to help@justbeenpaid.com, that generates a help desk ticket. We help you over there too. There, though, we can log into your account and help you with more specific situations that have to do with your specific account. So sometimes we might have to send you there, but normally you can just come into this room, put your question in the room, and we'll answer it in a few seconds. Especially with 12 moderators in the room, we must be down to about 3 seconds answering questions now. Sometimes moderators might answer 4 questions. 4 moderators might answer the same question. If I'm not here, which I am normally not here, I only come in for an hour or two once a day, you can still get your questions answered. And if the moderators / just been paid experts, quote unquote, experts, don't know the answer to your question, they're instructed to get the answer to your question if they can. We've got a help desk manager, we've got a support director, we've got programmers on staff, we've got help desk people that are pretty smart, and we have myself who will get the answer to your question. Keep in mind that that your questions a lot of times are not that important. Most of the time the questions I answer in this room are not that important. You think they are, but they're not. What is important is that you're making money for your family and as much as possible, so you need to follow the simple steps in order to do that. The people that just been paid who are following the simple steps, they're doing what they need to do to make the money, they're making lots of money. The people who are making excuses all day long, moaning and groaning, complaining, crying, those are the people that are not making the money, or they're making money very slowly. Try to be one of the people as best you can. I know it's difficult sometimes in some situations. Try to be one of the people who do what they need to do to make the money. We have an incredible amount of people worldwide who are not very successful. They can't find a job, and even if they do, they can't hold it very long. They have special situations where they can't work. They're handicapped. They have psychological problems. They can't work for anybody for any length of time. There's lots of people who have, but they do have to follow the steps. If you don't follow the steps, I don't care if you are a former executive in a major corporation. If you don't follow the simple steps and just been paid, you're not going to make much money. We have people coming to us all the time. Oh yeah, I know all about, used to be a financial advisor for my clients, and I used to make a lot of money, and I thought I'd come in to just been paid to see what's going on here, but I don't understand what you guys are doing. We get that all the time. And they even accuse us of doing things we shouldn't be doing. They accuse us of taking their money. They accuse us of not following the rules. They don't know the rules. A lot of people that come into our system, they don't know the rules. The rules of making money with just been paid may be different than any other rules that you've ever seen before. Just been paid has special things that you have to do. They're in our FAQs. We tell you them. Our support team tells you what you need to do. But some people just don't listen. They can't do it. They have a lot of trouble. Don't be one of those people. Try to put away your list of excuses. Try to concentrate on the things that you need to be doing to make the money. We tell you what they are. Even if they sound strange, those are still the things you have to do. Yes, we do strange things. I've just been paid. We give our money to somebody we don't know. The owner of the program, Frederick Mann, we don't really know who he is. You can read about him all over the internet, but you don't really know who he is, what he's thinking, what he's planning on doing next week with your money. You don't know. But so far, history has shown that he's very interested in making a huge difference in the way people think, the amount of money that they can make, the amount of success they can have. He is absolutely passionate about coming up with a system that is world-changing. Just Been Paid is only the beginning. It's a nice little way to get lots of people successful, generate some income for everybody, generate some income for his big projects that he has planned. Frederick Mann is looking to do huge things in the future, and you are at the right place because you're going to come with us. Even if you're in the room today, you might just have what it takes to be successful. Remember, a lot of people don't make it to this room. A lot of people sign up at our website and they don't do anything else ever again. They don't even log into their accounts. We have that all documented, who logs into their accounts, how many times. Some people don't even ever log into their accounts, so they never get to see what we have to offer them, really. They get distracted easily. A lot of people read one statement, they see one video, they read one thing, they hear one thing, and then they stop moving forward because the one thing that they heard is on their list of excuses. Doesn't take PayPal? Nope, not interested, sorry. Delete. They're not interested anymore. Well, we don't take PayPal because PayPal does not support multi-level marketing systems. The world of multi-level marketing and HYIP is much different. We have different rules. We have different ways of doing things. If you want to make money, a lot of money, then you have to follow those rules. Rule number one, you can't use PayPal. So try to follow the rules, try to follow the simple steps. We're quite a large community of people that know how to do this stuff. There's lots of leaders who are on board in our system. They recognize that we're doing something very special. They want to be a part of it. They want to tell all of their internet contacts about it, not just to make money, but also to help their contacts. If you care about your friends and family enough, then, and you know they need some money, and most people do, attempt to get them interested in Just Been Paid. It might be the best thing you ever did. It will really help them. Or if you are so successful in Just Been Paid, just send them money. That's what I do. I have several people I'm sending money. They don't have that much money, I know that for sure, but I'm making all kinds of money. Just Been Paid is such a great system. We'll help you and your family live a better life. Let me go into a little bit of detail about how to make money in our system. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. It's very easy. Method number one, the method most people are using, log into Just Been Paid, click on JSS Tripler, and follow the 3 steps there to buy your JSS Tripler positions. They're $10 each. The more positions you buy, I'm going to make this really easy for you. The more positions you buy, the more money you make. Don't care whatever anybody's been telling you. The more money you spend, the more money you make. If you're involved in what we call a restart, your money's not gone, it's just over in JSS. You still make more money than you put in. The thing that's really exciting about JSS Tripler, however, is that you make money every day. That's why it's so exciting. That's why we have 3,700 people signing up every day, sometimes over 4,000 people a day, because everybody makes money within 24 hours. Now you can withdraw that money and use it for something if you want to, but we don't encourage that because you make a lot more money if you reinvest all of your earnings for as long as you can stand it. It's best to use money that you can do without for a few months. The happiest people are those that spend the money that they don't need for a few months. They don't care if they get their money back this week, next month, next year, as long as it's more money than they put in, and they have a good feeling about giving just been paid their money because they know they're not going to lose it. Those are the happiest people. If you're going to spend money that you need desperately back in 75 days, you might want to try a different strategy. Don't spend that money that you need desperately back in the 75 days, because maybe you'll be involved in a restart. Maybe it will be, during that time, might be time for a restart. And if a restart happens, then you might not get all of your money back in 75 days. Some of it might get tied up in JSS. If you use money that you can do without for a few months, you'll have the best experience. We teach you how to get every cent back out of the program. And most of the time, you'll be able to get your 2% per day. Well, in fact, all the time, for all your active positions in the system, all the positions that haven't reached 75 days or haven't been converted into JSS positions, you receive 2% per day on. That's how you make the money. Just buy JSS triplet positions. So that's method number one. That's how 90% that's how 100% of the people get to the top 20. 100% of the people at Just Been Paid got to the top 20 earners because they spent their own money. They're very fortunate. They have lots of money to spend. That's how they got there. Proof that you can make a lot of money by simply spending your own money. That's the first way to make money in our system. There are actually only 3 ways to make money. Actually, there are only 2 ways to make money. Buy JSS tripler positions. There's a second way to buy. You can buy JSS positions directly, but we don't normally recommend that. That's not the most recommended way. The first method is to buy JSS triplet positions. Okay, I talked enough about that. The second way to make money in JSS or in Just Been Paid is to find other people who buy JSS triplet positions. Isn't that simple? Very simple system. Buy JSS triplet positions yourself and or find other people who buy JSS triplet positions. It's just like if we were selling oranges. Let's go to oranges. Today. Oranges to sell, we need to sell internet connection is not that good. I was talking about oranges. Maybe the weather didn't like my topic. If we're selling oranges, if that's the method that we need to use to make the money, then we need to sell oranges, or we need to find other people who sell oranges. That's what we do. We stop selling oranges, nobody makes any money. Company just basically has to close. That's how we make the money. We just sell oranges. If that's what we sell, then good. At Just Been Paid, we don't sell oranges. We sell success training. We sell advertising. So that's what you got to do. Sell the advertising. Find other people who buy the advertising. By advertising yourself, that's how you make the money. Method number one, buy the advertising yourself. Buy JSS tripler positions. That gets you advertising credits. Method number two, and that's where we're going now to talk about method number two. Method number two, if you don't have any money at all to spend, if you have no money, a lot of people think they have no money. Okay, use method number two. And that is to find other people who buy JSS tripler positions. You can make up to $500 per day for each person that you bring in to Just Been Paid, and they all of a sudden start to buy JSS tripler positions. If they buy 500 positions per day, you make $500 per day. Per day. Now, you probably won't find many people that spend $5,000 a day. That's what they'd have to spend. I haven't found anybody yet. I found 77, I think it's been 78 people so far who have bought at least one JSS tripler position. I'm making thousands of dollars per week. Those people I brought in have found other people also. They're telling their friends and family, they're telling their internet contacts. I make money from them too, 50 cents for each position that's bought, just like you can. You can make a lot of money by not having any money of your own. I keep thinking about I would say the country that is doing the best, not buying any JSS triplet positions themselves, or buying very few, but telling other people about Just Been Paid. They're from Mongolia. I help take care of the withdrawals each day. Mongolia, a lot of people have never bought positions, or they buy very few positions, and they're pulling out hundreds or even thousands of dollars a day by finding other people who buy positions. Look at our Alexa chart. If you go to alexa.com, type in Just Been Paid, you'll see how we're doing. There are several countries where we're in the top 200 websites in that country. I don't know, maybe that's where those are. Maybe somebody knows about this. Maybe are those countries that just have no other possibility than make their money on the internet. I think that's what it is. Or is multi-level marketing and HYIP and investing money on the internet, is that a big hit there? Is that something that's very common in those countries? Or are those very family-oriented countries, so they tell all their family members about everything, and their family members always follow them into these HYIP programs on the internet? I don't know exactly what. Not much to do in Mongolia. Might have something to do with that too, huh? But there are a lot of people making a lot of money by promoting their website, by telling other people about Just Been Paid and getting other people to spend their money on Just Been Paid. And we even teach you how to do that. We have 7 live webinars every week. As far as I know, it's still at 7. Special guest speakers come in every week or so. to teach you how to be successful advertising your website. You don't have any excuse not to promote your website unless you have absolutely no time. If you've tried it before and it didn't work, maybe you're using the wrong method. You should use the method that works for you. If you're good at talking on the telephone, learn how to promote your website by talking on the telephone. If you can't talk on the telephone very well, don't use the phone. You're not going to be very successful doing that, are you? Use the advertising techniques that work best for you. We teach those in the Marketing Training Center, marketing.justbeenpaid.com. Click on Marketing in the Just Been Paid member area. That will lead you to where you need to go. And do not believe that our marketing websites that we have 75 of them. Please do not think that they don't work that well, because that's how I made all my money. Thousands of dollars per week, and all I do is advertise one or more of the 75 different websites that are available in the Just Been Paid member area. That's what most people do who are not successful. They make the excuses all day long. This program's not good enough because of this, this, and this. Yes, we know there are lots of things in this program that are not perfect, but we've got the mathematical model, we've got the system set up where you can make money, where you can make a lot of money indefinitely. What more do you want? We're behind on everything. Lots of things we can do to make this system better. We only have a limited amount of personnel to help us do it. If you think you can help us make our system more successful, make sure you let us know. We're hiring new people just about every week. Sometimes 2 or 3 people per day. If you think you can help us get to the next level, if you think there's something on our website that really needs to be changed, that hurts your eyes and your ears, and you can do it better, you can make something that's going to razzle and dazzle our prospects and members, let us know. We've got money. We've got a plan for the future. We're going to be here forever. We're eventually going to need a staff of 100 people, probably, and not just 30 people. I think we have about 30 people right now. Eventually we're going to need 100 people. Eventually we're going to need 500 people to take care of business. But keep in mind, you might be able to make a little more money, maybe a lot more money, by advertising your affiliate website. That's one of the best ways to make money. If you have the skills necessary to advertise your website effectively, do that. You can make thousands per week. We're not going to pay you thousands per week normally. If you're really good, maybe we will. But normally thousands per week, you're only going to be able to make that by promoting your website. So spend your time promoting your website. We even teach you how to do it. Go to the marketing site, get involved there. Stop making excuses. They're holding you back from success. Follow the simple steps. That's what we teach at Just Been Paid. Don't make it so complicated. We'll help you along the whole way to get where you need to go. Okay, so about 5 or 10 minutes I'll be answering questions from people in the room. If you have questions that you want me to answer, let one of the moderators know. If however a moderator who are Just Been Paid experts, the Just Been Paid moderators are experts, if they've already answered your question, maybe they won't post your question in the room, but otherwise any question is a good question. Any question is fine, let's put it that way. I'll take care of any questions you have. But just give me about 5 or 10 minutes before we start posting the questions in the room. And when question and answer time is over, I'll be leaving. First, let's go over some current events. We still have the restart from 3 weeks ago going on still. That's a long time, isn't it? We're getting ready to move the JSS system over to a new server all by itself. That should make the placing of your JSS positions go much faster and prepare us for the future. The future is going to be that JSS is going to be enormous. There'll be hundreds, and the hundreds of thousands is good. There'll be millions of JSS positions in our system when we're done. So we need to take steps to get that to go in the right direction. So that should speed up the placing of positions in JSS. In the future, we're not going to be converting so many JSS triplet positions into JSS positions during the restarts. We might have the restarts a little bit more often, but we won't be converting as many positions. So in that case, maybe we won't get so far behind on placing your JSS positions. So if you're still waiting for JSS positions, sorry, looks like we messed up a little bit. It shouldn't take a month to place all the JSS positions. I think last time we did this. Well, last time we did this, we only had 80,000 JSS positions that we put into the system. This time we have over 600,000. Last time it took, I think, 2 days to place all of the JSS positions. This time it looks like it's going to take pretty close to a month. Every time we place a JSS position into the system, it generates 4 new spots, 4 new matrix spots. It's quite a large load on our system. We'll make a new server. That should speed things up and get us ready for the future. The JSS tripler calculator has been published. If you want to see how much money you can make in 6 months, just type in the numbers you want to type in, whether or not you're compounding your money. We've got the best JSS tripler calculator available on the internet, I assume. Just log in to Just Been Paid and start using it. What else is hot nowadays? We're now covered by a United States patent. We've taken a license in a patent that existed since 1995, I believe. Does that make us more legal? Maybe a little bit. We're not going to be completely legal unless we stop giving people so much money. As long as lots of money, flags go up. When you give people that much money, flags go up. Red flags. Everybody thinks we're doing something strange. We are. We're doing weird things. But the fact is nobody's losing any money. How can that be illegal? We're covered by a United States patent. That helps us out, obviously. We've got a concept that's indefinitely sustainable. Sounds pretty legal to me. That's one of the newest things we've done. In fact, we've changed all of the, or many of the affiliate websites to reflect that. So if you look at some of your new affiliate websites, you'll see that the patent's on there, so people can review that patent. You're not going to understand the patent anyway. Go ahead and go take a look at it. It's over on Google. That might help your advertising. We also put the free $10 for everybody that joins on our affiliate websites. So use that in your advertising. We still need to get some ad copy out there for you. We still have lots to do in many areas on our website, in many areas of support, marketing. We know that. But we can't do everything at the same time. We've got a large system we need to keep running. We need to keep everybody happy. We'll get there. But the good thing is we have lots of time to do it, right? We're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. We have years and years to do everything we want to do. And we're going to make a huge difference. We've already made a huge difference in many people's lives. But that's going to keep on going and going. So we're making a big difference in more and more people's lives every single day. Of course, we're working on the next restart, getting it ready to be more accepted by the membership. That's going to take a few more days, obviously, to get everything ready. Our last restart was allegedly not accepted by the members. Okay, nobody lost any money. I have to remind you that nobody lost any money. And all you have to do is follow the simple steps on cycling your JSS positions. And we even set up a new department called the JSS Training Department. 4 people working there, including our master JSS trainer, Snoop, also known as Dante. He will teach you how to cycle your JSS positions 3 times a week live in the conference room. He makes it look really easy. It is really easy. You have to follow simple steps, and you have to be a little bit patient. It works very nicely. Cycling JSS positions is really easy. I do it all the time. In fact, that's one of my sources of income, other than my commissions that I earn in JSS Tripler from the purchases of my referrals and referrals. That makes me the most money. I also make money in the JSS system from my referrals cycling their JSS positions. Obviously, that's quite a bit of money. It really adds up. And I also buy JSS positions. I don't buy JSS Tripler positions. I go right over and buy JSS positions. I'm getting JSS positions to cycle in about 2 to 3 months, pretty consistently. And you will too. Learn how to cycle your JSS positions. It's the easiest thing you ever saw, but it is kind of weird. But that's what we do on the internet here. We do weird things. We give money to people that we don't know and expect a bigger return back. We encourage other people to do the same. We send thousands of dollars through the internet from one system to another and hope we can get it back to our bank account someday. We do kind of weird things. We really do. But we're very well rewarded. And we can teach other people how to do it. Keep in mind, if you're thinking about taking care of your referrals, try not to take care of them too much, because you're probably not going to know the answer. Send them to the conference room here. Send them to the help desk. Our system's kind of complicated. Very few people understand it in detail. Let us help you. We'll help you. We're there to help you. In fact, if your sponsor's not getting back to you, you don't care, because you don't need a sponsor other than to sign up. 25 or 30 support people, that's enough support. That's a lot of support. We have one of the things we have to do well in this system because everyone's doing these weird things that they've never done before. We've got to help you out, and we take that very seriously. So look for some new enhancements to our website. We do those all the time. We also have some new programs coming out that will make you a lot more money, provided you follow the simple steps. If you don't follow the steps, you're not going to make any money. Good thing is nobody loses any money. Even if you don't follow the steps, you don't lose your money. Sometimes it just might take you a little bit longer to get your money back. Nice little system we have here. I feel very proud to present it each day. If it had a lot of problems and everybody was not happy, that would not be so much fun. It's my pleasure to present Just Been Paid each day. So I guess it's question and answer time. Give me about 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be right back. You can already put the first questions into the room if you'd like to. I'll take care of those to the best of my ability. And as I said, I'm probably the most qualified to answer your questions. So feel free to start posting those questions. I'll be right back. Comes from Geister. That's the best pronunciation. Regarding the security SSL of the JVP sites, are they secure and fully safe for all those members coming aboard? My question would be to you, what do you need SSL for? SSL is probably more for safeguarding personal information. Do we store any personal information at Just Been Paid? No, we don't. Your email address, your payment processor account numbers, that's about it, right? Do we need SSL? No, we don't. However, we do need a way to prevent hackers from taking your money. And we have quite a sophisticated system in place. We lose very little money to hackers. Remember, if a hacker has your password, they can log into your account and request a withdrawal to their own Alert Pay, Solid Trust Pay, Liberty Reserve, or Perfect Money account. But we have methods to stop that. Now you do need to keep track of your account, log into it every once in a while, watch your email address, see if the hacker has requested a withdrawal to their own account and not yours. We have a pretty sophisticated system. It's probably one of the better, might be one of the best money-making systems out there as far as security goes. Now, I don't think SSL is going to help us. If you know better, send us an email. Suggest to us. Don't just suggest that we should use SSL. Tell us why we need to use SSL. I don't think we do. I'm trying to read the next question. Carl Oven asks, since JVP never disclosed their accounts, how do we know if there is a need for a restart? You don't need to know, and this is not a democracy. It's not a social institute. It's not a government agency. We do not have to disclose anything if we don't want to. If you don't want to participate, then go somewhere else. Oh, I'd love to say that. You're going to lose your money somewhere else. Don't do it. Stick around. We will show you how to make the money. You can make an unlimited amount of money. Nobody loses any money. We will always have to do restarts. If you read the FAQs, it will tell you all about our system. Other than some confidential details, it's all out there, how we do business. It's not that difficult. Keep in mind we have a lot of experience, a lot of skills that are necessary to run such a program. Stick around, you can make some great money. Question from Charlotte. Can a person purchase a tripler and get earnings from it the same day? Depends on where you are on the planet. Yes. If you buy a position at 5 minutes before 12 o'clock Central European time, I think it takes 3 hours to pay out all the 2% earnings right now. If you do that, you'll get your earnings within 3 hours. It's pretty fast, isn't it? We pay out the 2% earnings every day starting at 12 o'clock. I think it takes about 3 hours for all the earnings to be paid out. So as long as you get your positions bought before that time, you're all set for that day. In any case, you always get your first earnings within 24 hours. Oven has the next question. For the mini restarts, what is the percentage of the conversion? 10 to 20 or 10 to 40? I don't know. We will let you know after the restart has completed. We are guaranteeing that more people will be happy with the next restart. Yes. The answer is yes. The next restart will be better. It will be nice. It will be a lot better. Cryptogeist asks the next question. I'm very concerned. Okay, I already talked about SSL. It is not a massive security hole. If this guy says that again in the room, please boot him out. It's not a massive security hole. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Question from Matrix Man. Why are certain members getting paid earlier than others daily? Because it takes 3 hours to get paid. It takes 3 hours for everybody to get paid every day at 12 o'clock Central European Time. Question from Upside Your Head. What is the next program Frederick is thinking of including in JVP? And what will it do for members? Level 2. It will enable everybody who promotes their website to make more money. Level 2. If you review some of the last updates, it will tell you some details about Level 2. But until we get it finalized, it's probably not good to talk about it too much. But in any case, you'll have to promote your website in order to benefit from it. You also get access to the killer success tricks when you upgrade to Level 2. If you're interested in the success training, you'll get more success training if you're upgraded to Level 2 than if you don't upgrade to Level 2. And after that, Teeny, I'm not sure if the next program is going to be Viral Powerless, so be careful there. It could be something else. We have several programs in the making. Whichever program will be able to be launched the quickest and benefit the membership the quickest, that's the one we're going to do, I think. Why would we do the one that's going to take the longest to implement? So I'm not sure which one we're going to bring out next, but it's going to be, of course, the surfing and advertising site. That's going to be out soon too. I don't think I talked about that today. That's going to help you make more money. You'll get more people involved in the program, more acceptance from the internet community. People might have to work and actually surf other people's websites in order to make money. I don't know if people are going to like that, though. Okay. Question from Broke But Not For Long. Where does Frederick see JVP in 5 years' time? Well, I think he thinks it's going to be huge. We'll have millions of members. In fact, we're going to have 1 million members in a couple of months probably, right? Do the math. We're growing very fast. We're also going to be bringing out some new systems, and these new systems are also going to be very popular. That's the plan anyway. Help us get there. Promote your website. We will reward you greatly over the next coming many years. How about that? As long as you're living, Just Been Paid is going to be around. And if Frederick's not running the program, somebody else will be, because it's a great, best program the internet's ever seen. Makes you a lot of money, and it's indefinitely sustainable. Kyle asks the next question. The extra JSS matrices given does not make you enough to cover the CAD triple loss before and after. So truth be told, you make less do it or restart. Is this not true? I have not looked at the details of it. That's a good question for Frederick to explain to everybody. Why don't you send an email to frederick@justbeenpaid.com, see what he comes up with. John asks the next question. If you are not upgraded to level 1, and can I go back to Kyle's question for a minute? If you follow the simple steps, you will never lose money, and you will make a lot of money. If you want to go into detail about how much exactly you're going to make, how much money you lose, how much money you don't make anymore because of a restart, how much more money you make, if you want to go into those kind of details, go ahead, waste your time doing that. But if you want to make money, do what you need to do to make the money, and don't complain and whine about not losing your money, please. We do have a lot of people who are thinking something weird's going on. We're getting ripped off. You're not getting ripped off. You're not losing your money. Nobody's losing any money. You're making more money for sure. Whether you're tripling your money still, or making 250% or 235% or 210%, I don't think that's really an issue, is it? Come on, it's not an issue. You're not losing any money. Everybody's still making money. You make a lot of money, and it's up to you how much money you make to spend more money if you want to make more money. Okay, let me go to John's question. If we are not upgraded to level 1, but do later on, and during the period we weren't on level 1, would we get the JSS positions if we upgrade later? Yes. We do not penalize you for upgrading to level 1 later. You'll still get all the JSS positions you were entitled to. Question from Charlie Brown. A patent doesn't make a business legal. Why does JVP reference themselves to that patent link? There's no mention of you guys on it. Yeah, it's not our patent, but we are covered by a United States patent. If the United States government has accepted that solution and given it a patent number, don't you think it has somehow accepted that as being something a little bit legal? If you're going to submit a patent about something that's completely illegal, I'm sure you're not going to get a patent on it. That's my question to you. Laura asks the next question. Do restart JSS positions feed into regular expired tripler feed matrices? Sometimes they do. Restart JSS positions feed into any matrix, or most. We ran out of money. The JSS tripler system needs to be restarted so it can keep going. Because if we never restarted, we would just have to throw up our hands and say, nope, sorry, the money's all gone. We're just going to close the program, remember? All programs that pay 2% per day, if they don't have a plan for the future where they do some kind of restart, they're just going to have to close their doors in a few months. Question from Payday. To prevent room spanners from entering this conference room and pasting things about Frederick Mann, can you make this room for members only? That would be a good idea, huh, James? And then we could make people accountable, couldn't we? A little bit. Well, what's to stop somebody from signing up for Just Been Paid in 2 minutes from now, establishing an account, and then logging into the conference room? That doesn't really help us, does it? On the internet, you got to get used to spammers. You got to get used to misinformation. You need to get used to justbeenpaidsucks.com. Does that exist yet? Walmart sucks exists. Microsoft sucks exists, I'm sure. Does that mean these companies are very bad? No, it doesn't. As time goes on, there are going to be more and more websites about Just Been Paid that are ridiculously negative. All you can do is laugh about them. But obviously there are many, many more websites on the internet that speak very positively about Just Been Paid. Keep in mind, everybody makes money at Just Been Paid. Nobody loses any money at Just Been Paid. Obviously, we're going to win over the people who are speaking negatively about us. Well, looks like I'm almost done with the questions today. Nobody has any more questions today? If you have questions, please get them in the room soon. Otherwise, we'll be done. Keep in mind, we don't make much money just by hanging around in the room here. If we have important questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm a very busy person. And I'd like to go out of the room and help somebody else be successful. If nobody has anything for me, then I'll leave soon. I guess that was the first warning. I'm smiling. I usually smile a lot. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I smile a lot. I enjoy doing these conferences. Some days I'm not in a good mood, though, I think. Some days the questions are the same, all formulated a little bit different, and people are just trying to make excuses not to move forward, and I can't understand you. Some people are purposely trying to sabotage our system. They're purposely sabotaging their own success is what they're doing. By making excuses all day long. How can they be successful if they're going to make excuses all day long? And some people try to bring other people with them into their misery. Anybody understand what I just said? Good thing is we have more and more plans all the time about creating education and more information about how to be successful in this program, how to be more successful doing everything you do, how to understand why we do the things we do at Just Been Paid. Because remember, we do kind of weird things. But do keep in mind, even if we do come up with some education on to help people, you're still not going to understand what's going on. There are very few people that understand exactly what we're doing at Just Been Paid. There are very few people. Question from Jamie Erner. At JVP current growth rates, it's likely that you guys will have a membership of over 1 million. Can you guys handle this volume? Sure. No problem. And when it gets tough, we have 5 programmers on staff, 6 programmers on staff. We're growing there too. We have the technology. Everybody all set today? Thanks for coming to our humble conference room. We appreciate your interest. We appreciate your feedback. I wish you much success at Just Been Paid. Hope to see you back again soon. The next time I'll be in here will be tomorrow morning, same time. Tomorrow's a special day, though. No, it's not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. No, tomorrow's a normal day. Sunday's a special day. Sunday we have the JSS training going on, too. And the JSS training, of course, helps you cycle your JSS positions. So, thanks for being here today, and I hope to see you back again soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.